and because they are equal in front of God.
Muslims have made the pilgrimage to Mecca every year since the Prophet Muhammad himself started the practice in the 7th century. For years, pilgrims numbered in the thousands or tens of thousands. In this age of 747s, they come by the millions.
Mecca has such an impact. Even when I made Hajj, it's like a panoramic view because you see all kinds of people, black, brown, red, and yellow, and they come into one service. And I think that impact is just like a Christian going to Jerusalem or a Christian going to Rome. I think those experiences have a deep religious impact.
Shakir Mahmood is the leader of the Muslim community in the Dorchester section of Boston. He remembers the impact of the Hajj on his friend Malcolm X. For years, Malcolm had preached the Nation of Islam belief that the white man is the devil. But he had begun to question that view, and then he went to Mecca.
And saw that there were white Muslims, and white Muslims with blue eyes. And so he had to, I guess he had to reassess himself, and he had to reevaluate himself, and I think he saw the greatness of the Orthodox Islam. And so when Malcolm went to Mecca, it turned him around. And so he had to come back here to America and undo what he had done.
Malcolm X was assassinated less than a year after he returned. But in the years since his death in 1965, many black American Muslims have made the same spiritual journey that Malcolm did. They have rejected the racist claims of the Nation of Islam and have embraced the universal message of mainstream Islam. The old Nation of Islam temple in Dorchester, like most other black Muslim temples around the country, has become an Orthodox Muslim mosque. Islam is changing the American landscape. This is the Islamic center of Greater Toledo. It rises out of a cornfield near the interstate in Perrysburg, Ohio. It takes a lot of travelers by surprise. During construction, Imam Abdel Khattab used to listen to a CB radio to hear what truckers were saying about it.
And you see one is talking to a trucker friend and saying, John, what is that building there is all about? And he says to him, what it will be, must be another Mexican restaurant.
There are many Pakistanis and other Asians who belong to the Islamic Center of Greater Toledo. Here, women sit side by side with men rather than behind. But the basics, the 5 pillars of Islam, are the same here as at every mosque in the world. Today is Eid al-Adha, the day that marks the high point of the Hajj. Those who have not made the pilgrimage yet talk about their longing to go. And those who have been remember its impact on their lives. Amina Ahmad.
But once you go there and face the Kaaba, the house of God, it is overwhelming. It really transforms your feelings, and you suddenly lose contact with the rest of the world around you. You forget as if there's an outer world out there. You just completely become absorbed in the experience of the Hajj.
Even though there are a million other people there with you?
There are a million other... It seems as if there's no outer world.
There was a time when tales of people going to the Hajj were as exotic as the stories in the Arabian Nights. But now, as the religion becomes more a part of the landscape in the United States, the stories of Islam in America are also the stories of the people next door.
We'd like to know what you think about our broadcast, Islam in America.